1958. You're sitting in your living room, black and white TV crackling to life, the smell of dinner cooking, sound of that iconic rifle cocking. Chuck Connors towers over North Fork, protecting his son with lightning-fast shots. Every Tuesday night, America watched this father-son duo face down danger. But behind those cameras, real tragedy was brewing. The boy who played Mark McCain would face horrors no script could imagine. Let's discover what really happened to the Rifleman's family. Let's see where the cast ended up in 2026. Number 1, we have Chuck Connors, who played Lucas McCain from 1958 to 1963. Chuck was 37 years old when he became television's most famous marksman, appearing in all 168 episodes as the widowed rancher, protecting his son with a modified Winchester rifle. Before wielding that famous modified Winchester, Connors had an entirely different claim to fame. He was that rare breed of multi-sport professional athlete, playing both Major League Baseball for the Brooklyn Dodgers and basketball for the Boston Celtics. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches, he brought that imposing physical presence to every episode of The Rifleman. What audiences didn't see was how Connors performed nearly all his own stunts. That signature move, rapidly cocking his rifle by spinning it, wasn't camera trickery. Connors mastered the technique through endless practice, firing over 12,000 rounds during the series. The rifle itself was heavily modified with a special lever mechanism to create that distinctive sound every fan remembers. While Lucas McCain was the picture of steady fatherhood, Connors' personal life told a different story. He married 4 times, with each relationship ending in divorce. Friends described him as intense, ambitious, and sometimes difficult, qualities that helped his acting career but complicated his relationships. After The Rifleman ended, Connors faced the curse that haunts many television stars: typecasting. Though he worked consistently, appearing in movies like Soylent Green and TV shows like Roots, he never again achieved the same level of stardom. By the 1980s, he was appearing in low-budget international films and B-movies, a far cry from his network television heyday. A lifelong smoker, Connors died of lung cancer in 1992 at age 71. Despite once being one of television's biggest stars, his passing received relatively little attention. Lucas McCain was the perfect father, but Chuck Connors struggled to find that same stability in his own life. Number 2, we have Johnny Crawford, the child actor who played Mark McCain from 1958 to 1963. Johnny was just 12 years old when The Rifleman started, appearing in all 168 episodes as the devoted son who idolized his father. Crawford wasn't new to fame when he landed the role. He had already been an original Mickey Mouse Club Mouseketeer at age 9, though he only lasted 1 season before being cut. But it was as Mark McCain that he became a household name and teen idol, receiving an Emmy nomination at just 13 years old. When not filming The Rifleman, Crawford pursued another passion: music. In the early 1960s, he recorded several albums and even scored top 40 hits with songs like Cindy's Birthday and Your Nose Is Gonna Grow. For a brief moment, it seemed like Crawford might transition from child actor to pop star. But as with many child actors, the transition to adult roles proved challenging. After The Rifleman ended and Crawford's teen idol years faded, quality roles became scarce. He served in the Army from 1965 to 1967, and upon his return to civilian life, found Hollywood had largely moved on. The 1970s and beyond saw Crawford making occasional TV appearances, but increasingly focusing on nostalgia. He formed the Johnny Crawford Dance Orchestra, specializing in authentic 1920s and 1930s vintage dance music. For decades, he performed at Western heritage festivals and Rifleman reunion events, embracing rather than running from his famous childhood role. Crawford's final years were marked by tragedy. In 2019, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Then in 2021, weakened by his condition, he contracted COVID-19. Johnny Crawford died on April the 29th, 2021, at age 75. Mark McCain was an innocent boy, but Johnny Crawford faced the harsh reality of child stardom's aftermath. Number 3, we have Paul Fix, the veteran actor who played Marshal Micah Torrance from 1958 to 1963. Paul was 57 years old when he became North Fork's lawman, appearing in 145 episodes as Lucas McCain's closest friend and ally. By the time Fix joined The Rifleman, he was already a Hollywood veteran with over 3 decades of experience. His film career began in 1925, and he would eventually appear in more than 300 films and television shows. Most viewers didn't realize the town marshal they watched weekly was one of Hollywood's most prolific character actors. Fix shared a special connection with Hollywood royalty. He was John Wayne's acting coach and close friend. Their professional relationship spanned decades, with Fix appearing in 26 of Wayne's films. This connection helped ensure Fix steady work throughout his career. On The Rifleman set, Fix became a mentor to younger actors, particularly Johnny Crawford. Cast members often spoke of his professionalism and willingness to share knowledge gained from decades in the business. He embodied the wisdom his character Marshal Torrance displayed on screen. Unlike many actors who face retirement as they age, Fix continued working well into his late 70s and early 80s. After The Rifleman, he appeared in films like El Dorado and even had a role as the Admiral in the original Star Trek pilot. Marshall Torrance was a steady presence in North Fork, and Paul Fix was the steady professional who anchored The Rifleman until his death in 1983 at age 82. Number 4, we have Joan Taylor, who played Millie Scott, the general store owner and Lucas's love interest from 1960 to 1962. Joan was 31 years old when she joined the cast, appearing in 12 episodes as the woman who almost became Mark's stepmother. Before The Rifleman, Taylor had built a career in 1950s science fiction and Western B-movies, including Earth vs. the Flying Saucers, and several films alongside Western star Audie Murphy. As Millie Scott, she brought both strength and warmth to North Fork, creating a character viewers hoped would complete the McCain family. Her departure from the show sparked significant viewer disappointment. Fans had embraced the possibility of Lucas remarrying, giving Mark a mother figure. The producers received thousands of letters asking for Millie's return, but Taylor had made a life-changing decision. In a move rare for actresses of that era, Taylor chose family over fame. She retired from acting in the mid-1960s to focus on raising her children, making a clean break from Hollywood. While many actors struggled to leave the spotlight, Taylor embraced her new role away from cameras. She remained completely out of the public eye for decades, declining interviews and reunion appearances. She passed away in 2012 at age 82, having lived a quiet, private life for nearly 50 years after leaving Hollywood. Millie Scott represented hope for a new family, but Joan Taylor chose real family over Hollywood fame. Number 5, we have Bill Quinn, who played Sweeney the bartender from 1958 to 1963. Bill was 46 years old when he became North Fork's saloon owner, appearing in 79 episodes as the town's unofficial information center. Quinn epitomized the working character actor, never a star, but always employed. His career spanned from the 1920s through the 1980s, with over 150 credits to his name. He mastered the art of making an impact with limited screen time, becoming one of Hollywood's most reliable supporting players. While Rifleman fans knew him as Sweeney, Quinn would find even greater recognition in the 1970s playing Mary Tyler Moore's father on her groundbreaking sitcom. He continued working steadily into his 80s, appearing in films like Star Trek V and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation as the elderly Cousin Eddie. Quinn passed away in 1994 at age 81, having worked nearly until the end. Sweeney served drinks and gossip, but Bill Quinn served Hollywood with quiet professionalism for 5 decades. Number 6, we have Hope Summers, who played Hattie Denton, the town's elderly busybody, from 1959 to 1963. Hope was 62 years old when she joined The Rifleman, appearing in 55 episodes as North Fork's unofficial town mother and gossip source. What makes Summers' story remarkable is that she didn't begin her screen acting career until her 50s, an age when many actresses find roles disappearing. After decades of stage work, she found unexpected success in television, specializing in nosy neighbor and busybody characters. Most viewers recognized her from her recurring role as Clara Edwards, Aunt Bee's competitive friend on The Andy Griffith Show. Summers worked continuously through the 1960s and 70s, appearing on shows like Bewitched, MASH, and Little House on the Prairie. She continued acting into her early 80s before passing away in 1979 at age 83. Hattie Denton was the town busybody, but Hope Summers proved it's never too late to find your calling. Number 7, we have Patricia Blair, who played Lou Mallory, the hotel owner who became Lucas's second major love interest from 1962 to 1963. Patricia was 29 years old when she joined the final season, appearing in 22 episodes as the strong-willed businesswoman who challenged Lucas McCain. Blair came to Hollywood via the beauty pageant circuit, having been a Miss America runner-up before pursuing acting. Her striking looks and fierce independence made Lou Mallory an instant fan favorite, though the show ended before her relationship with Lucas could fully develop. After The Rifleman, Blair achieved her greatest fame playing Daniel Boone's wife Rebecca on the popular series that ran from 1964 to 1970. She brought the same frontier strength to this role that she had displayed as Lou Mallory. Blair gradually stepped away from acting in the 1970s, focusing on business interests and her personal life. She passed away in 2013 at age 80. Lou Mallory was independent and strong, and Patricia Blair lived that same independence throughout her life. The Rifleman remains one of television's most enduring westerns, but as we've discovered, behind those perfect 30-minute stories were real people with complex lives, struggles, and triumphs that no script could capture.